Oh, that's really bright. So there's my sling. Try not to spook him. He just molted, but the back of his butt right there is really black and shiny, which from my understanding means they're gonna molt. So I'm very confused as to what's going on. I just gave his enclosure a little mist on one side, and he was very thirsty, so it was good I did that. I know very little about Tarantula. This one should be a red knee, I believe, Mexican red knee. I can't remember the scientific Latin name. I'm gonna get those printed off so I can have them wrote down and start practicing them. Dustin Blevins is who I got this guy from, and we're expecting to get a couple more from him once the weather warms up a bit. But yeah, this is one. This is just like a little crayon case that Dustin sent. I put some holes in. Obviously, you don't want the holes too big to where the little sling can fit out of it. But it's really nifty because it has these little, sorry, the fat finger is in the way. Yeah, they just clip on like that. And then in here is Octavius. Let's see here if we can get a better shot of him or her. I have no idea how to sex a tarantula. I just know if it lives longer than 2 years, it's a female. And then this one was wild caught. I got this one from a show. It was given to me. Hey, buddy. Come back up so we can see you. No, it's not feeding time. This thing's always hungry. Maybe I'll get a video of that and put it up too. But yeah, this is just some of the tarantula we have. This one's a zebra knee or striped knee tarantula. As I said, this one was received from a gentleman at a reptile show. It was free because I was helping one of his customers with a lot of Savannah monitor knowledge. And yeah, he gave it to me. I'm not unsure as to why, but he did. So that was awesome. This is its enclosure. This one's a ground dwelling species and even a burrower. And it started digging that out underneath there and then stopped. So I don't know if it's happy with it or it just doesn't care. It doesn't even really spend time in there anymore. But it's got like a little water dish right there. I sprayed down the cage a little bit just to help keep the moisture up because these are tropical animals. And make sure that's locked. And then over here, you won't be able to see him because he's been, ever since he molted, he's been pretty well tucked away down inside his holes. I don't even know if he eats. I put a cockroach down in one of the holes, but from the research they say you shouldn't really mess with them too much because like he had an opening there and he filled it in and they made these two like little divots back there. One's right there and then one's back there in that corner. So trying to leave him alone, hoping he's doing good. I really don't know. Again, you can see it isn't even sunk into this this dirt right here, this eco earth right here. I just do a quick spray on top, and that's gonna probably be gone by tomorrow, the day after, and then I'll do it again. Just keep the humidity up in the cage. I did spray the holes a little bit, try to get some water down in the holes to make sure he's drinking. He has a little bottle cap in there with water that he never uses. At the very least, it's more humidity, right? But yeah, I think I'll pause and try to get a feeding clip of Octavius. He's really fast, so 1 second. Alright, so we're back. And this should be interesting. You got a good angle, babe?
Yeah.
Alright. So this always scares the crap out of me. Oh, maybe he's not hungry.
You get it?
No, he didn't. You want it? Yep, there he goes. So he's actually calmed down a lot because he used to pounce on those tweezers like no tomorrow. Scare the mess out of me. But you can see that they take those those are his fangs, and then the two little legs right there in the middle are not legs. Those are called starts with a P. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Actually, I forgot. But yeah, so it just takes the fangs and it kind of let's see if I can do this. It kind of hooks the prey item, and then they inject the venom, which dissolves the prey, and they kind of slurp it back up like a slushie or milkshake or whatever you want to call it. And what's really interesting about dubia roaches, and I don't know if this is true of all prey items that they do this with, but they pretty much don't stop moving until they're like a little tiny, like 1/8 inch of a ball. If you imagine what an 1/8 inch ball looks like, that's what it'll become. It'll shrink all the way up to that 1/8 inch ball, and like their antenna and face will move all the way up into like that tiny like last bit. So that, you know, it's really weird how the insect world works. And I guess I'll put this on YouTube if anybody wants to see Tarantula, because you know it's always cool. I'm new to this. Obviously, I'm very new to this. I got into it because of my oldest son. For anybody who doesn't know that, we got, and we're gonna get a couple more, as I said earlier in the video, from Dustin Blevins at Simply Snakes, or no, Simply Spiders. I'm sorry, Simply Spiders. I believe he just got his website up, so you can go check out his website and order from there. Or I'm pretty sure you can contact him on Facebook still. He doesn't know I'm making this video. I'll probably tag him in it so he knows it does exist. But yeah, so very interesting animal to keep, to say the very least. They're very simple, just as simple as snakes. Simpler in some cases because the moisture content, you know, the house has been really dry because of the heat, and they don't seem too affected. Whereas the snakes were having all kind of shedding problems, and you know, just the dry environment makes it harder for the reptiles. Whereas these guys, you know, you spray them down once a week. They get a lot of their moisture from the food they eat, and they seem to do well. Even the little baby who doesn't, the one I showed you in the beginning of the video, he doesn't catch his prey yet. We just take some scissors, cut Dubia's head off basically, and then set it down in his enclosure overnight, and he'll go over and scavenge off of that corpse, that fresh corpse, and when he's done, or with it, like I said, we let it sit for 24 hours, and after that point we pull it back out so we don't get bacteria growth. And yeah, they seem to do well like that. We did lose one spider that we got, but you know, we're gonna get another one. I think it was a tree species, which they say that they are a little bit more difficult. So we're gonna wait until we have a little bit more experience with these guys. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, please like, comment, or subscribe, and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna keep trying to pop these videos out on a semi-regular basis. At least weekly is the goal, and they might come up on different days, but at least once a week we're gonna try to put up a video. I think Sundays or Mondays will be the days we aim for, as far as the regular video, and then, you know, bonus little videos like this will pop up when they pop up.